Taurus, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Taurus sun, moon, and rising sign. If this is your first time to the channel, please subscribe and then ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload all of your favorite content. Taurus content I upload every single Thursday. I am Michelle, and this is my channel. I'm an astrologer and tarot card reader that provides you with insights every single week to empower you on how to use the energy to best serve you and your life. The first thing I'm going to do today in this reading is address the full moon that's coming up. I'm going to go over the astrology and how that's going to impact you. So there's a full moon in Leo that's coming next week, and Leo rules your fourth house. Your fourth house sits in Leo, which means that you are very, very, very connected, deeply connected to your family. You take a lot of happiness and joy from your family. You don't like to be far from your family. However, you are also very focused on success. And what we're going to see in this full moon is a lot of stress on you and all the other fixed signs, because it is a fixed sign full moon. It is a full moon that is in direct opposition to the other fixed sign, its opposite fixed sign. It's a full moon in Leo that's opposite, of course, the sun in Aquarius, and directly squared to the north and south nodes, which now sit in Scorpio, and of course you are the north node in Taurus. So this is a lot about checking in and the challenges that come from the conflicts that could come from, not in bad ways, things that are important to you, your friends, your public, your career, your family, and your love. All of these things are posing challenges, most likely because you want to do them all perfectly, and that crunch is hurting in some way. This could be exacerbated, of course, these emotions that have been building in your fourth house, building in your family or about your family, but probably building in your family, that are about to kind of explode. You could be missing them terribly if you are traveling. Where's the ninth house energy? The ninth house energy is Capricorn energy. Capricorn is also harboring a lot of energy because Venus and Mars are conjuncting. They're in perfect conjunction with each other at the same degrees at the same time this full moon is happening. And the Mars and Venus, as they conjunct, are trine to Uranus, which means that they are a conduit for change. They are making change very easy, or they're making you want or desire change. This is your ninth house of travel, of expansion, of loving on a greater level, loving on a bigger level, seeing love in a whole different way. Could mean falling in love with a handsome foreigner, could mean traveling, or you're falling in love. All of this is what is the catalyst for the change and the challenge that is now happening in your life. How do I shift this? How do I readjust this? How do I do everything well? And there's just a buildup of pressure on you. So expect this to be a full moon that feels like you're being squished or squeezed or pushed through a tiny little hole that you really don't feel comfortable being pushed through. And it'll bring out a lot of emotions for you, especially regarding your family. Your relationships with them, how well you feel you're taking care of them, wanting to make them proud of you, wanting them to love you, knowing that you represent them in all that you do. Having all of these things is something that needs to burst. It's something that needs to come out. It's something that needs to be expressed. And that's the way to really use this full moon coming up, Taurus, is to allow all of those feelings and sentiment to just come out. Cry, scream, yell, rage. I don't think it's going to come out in rage. I think it's very emotional. I think something is very personal here, and it just has to release. That's what a full moon is for. It intensifies this energy, right? Intensifies maybe your love for your family or your desire to do right by them. It's just intensifying it, and it could bring you to tears. The moon and the fourth house have a very intimate relationship anyway. The moon is the traditional ruler of the fourth house. The fourth house is family. It's very Cancerian energy. So the moon likes to be in the fourth house. And your fourth house being in Leo just makes it all that more important to you, and an intense point of pride for you. Also a real sense of you could be falling in love with the person that you're going to start building a family with, especially with that Venus conjunct Mars. You're a very sensual sign. So ultimately there's a sense of something starting to pop off or something starting to happen. Very attracted to somebody, very attractive to people, getting a lot of this sexual tension energy that it could in some ways be inciting changes to all of you. I've said this for a while now. Change is going to start occurring through relationships, because of relationships, and it's a change to you. It's a change to how you do things, to how you see yourself, and maybe in big ways to where you live, or what you consider home, or what your desires in life are going to be from this point on. It's also going to have a profound effect on your career, because this Mars-Venus conjunction is happening. No, not in career. No, yeah, because Aquarius is your house of career and what you're building out in the world. So it seems like you just feel the pressure of the eyes of the crowd on you. Yeah, of feeling responsible for the community, or for doing the right thing, or holding up the ethics of the community. And you take this all of this is, you're taking it to heart. So this could be divine inspiration as well, right? Use this energy and this emotion as your passion play, as the catalyst to being an inspiration for a creative project, or a project that you want to build out into the world, or a new system that you start to design to fix things, or from your perspective start to fix things. But ultimately, this is a check-in point for you, because this is you. This is just all squares, a huge square in the sky. This is a check-in point for you. That's causing not conflict. It's challenging you. It's making you butt heads. To see, where am I? How far have I come? To realize yourself in a different way. I can't say that it's a very powerful time for you. And I feel like you're coming out of this on the other side of, this is what makes you change. This is what makes you okay with being different than you were. And changing even your traditional views, changing the traditions themselves. This is where those things begin to change, because they have to, because it's new traditions for the new world and the new you, not the same old. Okay. So that's for the moon coming up, the full moon coming up in Leo next week. That happens between the 15th and 16th, depending on where you are in the world. What is the energy for this week? Let's focus and concentrate on that right now. Taurus, remember, there's always an extended video. And if you find yourself buying multiple extended videos a month, the perfect solution for you is that Unbound membership. That's channel membership that you can purchase, that gives you full unlimited access to all of the extended videos from now until forever, as long as you're a member, as well as 2 sessions of live chat with me. Well, I'll do tarot card readings for you and answer your questions, and a bunch of other benefits. So consider it. Taurus. Oh. Taurus. We have the starfish here, open to infinite possibilities. There you go. This is Aquarius energy. And this could be career. This is you being illuminated, and the sun and stars shining on you, and your aspirations even going higher. And going higher could be, yeah, more ambition. But Taurus, I think it's like, I want to do something for more people. I want to make things better for more people. Higher, as in more ethical and more moral, is usually what the star card Aquarius energy refers to. So this is a sense of open-mindedness becoming very important for you right now and to you right now. Rabbit, now is a lucky time, but it's come to us in reverse. So that, what does that mean? It means that, it doesn't mean that it's not a lucky time. It kind of means that your luck is in some ways limited to what you have right now, or you've already been so lucky that you have all the resources that you need. I don't think this is bad luck. Be here now. So this is Libra energy. This could be a decision to stop having children, or a decision that the reproduction is done. Finally, a decision that you and your spouse are making that you're not going to be having any more children. That could be a possibility. But be here now, hummingbird spirit, that's about Libra energy. That's about seeing the beauty of the moment, and a great deal of beauty right here, right now, in front of you. You have everything that you need. Something is right in front of you. It's almost like you're dumbstruck. Something is right in front of you that you realize the beauty of finally. It's been there for a while, but you're just recognizing it now, and that changes your aspirations in some way, or inspires you to do better, right? This is also a sense of people finally recognizing you. That could be as well. Somebody finally recognizing Taurus. Embrace the in-between. You realize and recognize that this is a transitional period for you. You get that. And this is also Libra energy. I feel like there's not a strain or a stress, but a longing for somebody that you could be missing a great deal. Probably a spouse, some sort of romantic relationship or partnership. This is your 7th house energy. 7th house is Scorpio. So sensuality, really feeling turned on, really wishing that the person that you were with was nearer to you, right? Maybe you're at a distance from each other. That's why the horniness is building, but the fertility has stopped, right? Because there's a sense of, I really wish I was with you. Or somebody is really wishing they were with you right now. Taurus, 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 Taurus. We have chameleon, act as if. So it's reminding you to act like you're in a relationship, even if you can't be near this person. So this is a sense of, it almost tells me you're like, I'm in a relationship. So I'm in a relationship. Don't forget, just because I'm not in the same, you ever heard that rule? Just because if you're not in the same zip code, then it doesn't count. Well, I very much doubt that significant others would agree with that. So there's just that sense of, this sense of, I'm gonna trying to maintain my morality and maintain and contain, as other people start to notice me or pay me more attention. I'm trying to constantly remind myself, but I'm in a relationship, or you're acting like you are in a relationship because you're manifesting one, and you're pulling, or you're starting to manifest somebody to come to you, which could really take off around that Leo full moon. Act as if is like fly on the wall. You're just trying to blend in. But let me tell you something. The more you try to blend in, the more you're standing out. Somebody is not really letting you out of their sight. There's a real kind of I see you. You're noticeable. I can't stop thinking about you energy to this reading. Then we have take time out. maybe making the decision to take a break from your relationship or your significant other, or just being on a break, like being separated. This sense of trying to slow things down, trying to actually be defensive and protective, you know, uphold those aspects, uphold those traditional values, but simultaneously really being tempted, like finding yourself very tempted, very interested. It's like you don't want the temptation almost, though. This temptation is bothering you. It's making you feel disloyal, unloyal. Could you apply this to your relationships? Could you apply this to your, I'm petting my dog. Could you apply this to your career? Yes, something is making you feel unloyal, but it's because people are noticing you. It's not because you're trying to go after this, say, new opportunity. It's almost like being courted by another company when you know how much you matter and mean to your current company, right? But ultimately, is it my fault that I'm tempted? No, motherfucker, it's not. In fact, this is the perfect climate to allow, you're going to be seen. You don't have a choice, okay? You're going to be seen. And I know this is going to put pressure on you, but this is a sense of dealing with the guilt, kisses, stop. Dealing with the guilt that you don't have to feel, but it doesn't matter because you feel it. This sense of, oh my God, I shouldn't be feeling this. I shouldn't even be tempted. But you fucking are, because you're fucking human. And who expected this to happen? You're very attractive right now. People are finding you extremely beautiful. They're finding you extremely enticing in all aspects of your life. And it's almost like this attention is kind of sort of starting to get to you. You like attention. You like the notoriety. You like being known. But there's part of you that doesn't like that you like it, right? So you're starting to fight with yourself and put a lot of pressure on yourself and feel a lot of this pressure the more things heat up. Leo. Leo. Okay, time for a deep dive. We have more romance. We have more idealism. Maybe idealism kind of being confused or convoluted, right? So things are so good right now. You're so confident in yourself. Level of popularities are so high. Level of popularity is so high. Like, all of this sounds really good, right? So ultimately, why do you feel like it's pressuring you so much? You just can't help it. We have take time for a deep dive. I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're really ready to dive into this potential or possibility, whether it be with somebody else or not. I don't think that you're ready to really make the full-on long-term commitment, or unless you're already in a long-term commitment. But like I said, I could be talking about a new job, right? There's a sense of you kind of want to contemplate this. Kisses. I'm sorry about that, guys. You kind of want to contemplate this for a while, right? You're not sure yet, that you're not completely convinced you're ready to dive into this. And honestly, if you want to relieve this stress, what you do is you just come out to your loved ones and say, this is what's going on in my life. And if you share it with them, they're not going to be mad. They're not going to be upset. And in fact, you're probably going to get a lot of support that you need. I feel like a lot of this pressure is making you isolated and feeling like you have to solve this all by yourself. You really, really fucking don't. Especially around that full moon in Leo, share your feelings with your family. It's very important. Taurus, 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 Taurus. We have, there is always enough, and truth transcends illusion. People love you enough to see you through anything. And ultimately, that's what you're betting on. That's what you're counting on. And that's what you can count on. To tell the truth. Tell the truth about what you're feeling. Tell the truth about what you're dreaming. 9, we have the 9. 9 was in the 9th house. Once again, that's Capricorn. That's where all the pressures is happening. For those of of you who are dealing, I just heard this, for those of you who are dealing with having a lot of suitors, and you can expect that. If you're single, even if you're not, but if you're single, there's just this sense of a lot of people wanting your time and attention, and a lot of people wanting to take you out. This is especially around Valentine's Day, right? There's a sense of be honest about what you really want. You're sitting here worried about how you're going to make other people feel, right? Because there's so much emotion and you can feel it all. The truth is going to relieve you from that. It's going to help you float above it and lift the weight, right? That's what it's going to be. It's that air energy of Aquarius. In other words, also, I just heard this, somebody's feelings for you are going to be revealed. There's a depth of feeling here that somebody needs to share or that you need to share. And it's this emotional outburst or outpouring of emotion that is really going to be the big kind of thing on your mind right now that you feel building. Hold on. Let's go to the moon cards. Ooh. Surrender to the divine. And this is full moon. Surrender to the divine. Legitimately, it's saying, let God take that. Let God take it. Let it be in God's hands. Kind of like, all right, whatever you need from me. Like, or lead me through this. Tell me what I'm supposed to. In other words, this energy right now, it's a really good time for meditation and prayer. You may find yourself really drawn to churches or temples or just being outside in meditation and prayer. Allow this for yourself, please. It's going to help you a great deal. Work with this energy around you because it's extremely intense and you get it. It's almost like you get how important you are. You realize it. And that puts a tremendous responsibility on you. So you're asking God, tell me which direction I have to go in. Tell me which direction is right for me. Like what is the right choice here? Could you tell me, God, what the right choice is here? Memories of love, okay? They're going to start popping up. Let them. Let them and listen to them. They're going to tell you what's important to you. This is part of what's going to guide you in the direction that is truest to your heart. Is these memories are going to start coming up and you're going to know based on them, they're going to direct you. Heartache and loss. Memories of love, maybe heartache, suffering, the feelings of maybe somebody that you've lost or been separated from, okay, are going to come up, and financial and material changes. And these are the things that are going to make you, memories of somebody, of a loved one that you've lost or been separated from, is going to start making you make changes to financials, whatever financials you run, financials that you have, or decisions that you're making about finances. What the fuck does that mean? Let's go to tarot because I'm digging in. I'll see you guys there.